Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing good out there. Alright, so I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update video of an issue that I was having while I was shooting the other day. So I've had about 900-ish rounds through this thing. I know it's been going a little bit slow at it. Still want to do a 1,000 round review on this, but I had to give you an update because there was an issue I came across with this when I was having a ton of malfunctions while I was shooting this the other day. Now, thankfully, I can say it was not the fault of the firearm, it was the fault of the magazine. So, let's get into this. And for all your Beretta shooters out there, this is something that I think you want to know about just because magazines are in a little bit short supply. Hopefully the supply chains they're catching up a little bit, so it wasn't like the magazine issues that we were having about 6 months ago to where you couldn't hardly find any. But taking a closer inspection, I found out the weapon was locking back, and it was due to the actual follower within the magazine. So you can see here that the follower is at a little bit different angle on this magazine that was giving me issues versus this one. Now, you can tell by the followers protruding up past like the base of this feed lip area, and on this one, not so much. Hopefully y'all can see that clearly enough. And right about here, you can see a little bit of scarring, and that's from the slide getting caught up there and not being able to fully close. So with that, I'm glad it's just a magazine issue and it's not an issue with the actual weapon itself. Now, these are magazines that did not come with this weapon, but they are packaged and branded as Berettas, and they were for the 92, not 92, but 90-2. That weird Beretta that they did, I don't know, a decade or two ago, trying to update the Beretta 92 models. However, these magazines should still work in all 92 series, and with this one, it's been working well, and also with this one as well, loaded up with my duty ammo. So, with that being said, whenever you go to the stores, watch out and see if you can take a spare empty mag with you and see if you see a follower that has this type of problem with the angle, because if you do not get it, pass it up and look for another one. This is why I always like going to the store and looking. Now especially I know what I'm looking for now versus just ordering online. Now the magazines that this particular gun came with are these ones to where you could see the feed lip area and the follower look just a little bit different, especially the follower. And these have been pretty dang reliable. And so is this one. Like I said, it's just this one that's kind of jacked up. And of course, the ones that came with mine are 15 rounders, and they're labeled and manufactured by Metgar. Now there's a lot of M9A4s that come with the 17 rounders, which I wish this one came with, but that's okay. 15 rounds is still fine. I do not feel undergunned whatsoever. So with the 17 rounders, I like these just because they come with a little bit slicker of a coating on them. However, these the coating on this one is just fine as well on the Metgar ones. Not as slippery or, I don't know, lubric as you would say as these, but these are still far better than the old Checkmate ones that the old 92s came with. And like I said, they've been pretty dang reliable, and so have these. And at first I was wondering, well, if this is newer mag, it may just not be broken in yet, but with the angle of the follower here, this is not necessarily a spring issue, I don't think, because the guns I've seen in the past, that have brand new magazines that may have a stiff spring. Berettas are kind of like that, but ones more notorious for stiff spring are the SIG P320s. Those things, those springs really do need to be broken in, but the feed lamps are not the feed lamps, but the followers, they actually still have the same angles on them. So so with that, after the springs kind of get worn in, those magazines are really good, and same with the Beretta. So like I said, if you see something or see the Beretta magazines or the 90-2s where the followers are angled up like this, please pass those and try to find another one to where has the correct follower angle on them. And this brings me to another point. So just because it's a brand new magazine, do not just assume that it's going to be a good magazine. This is why you need to go out and test and evaluate every bit of your kit. All right, so not just the gun itself, but even brand new magazines. Because if I had to bet my life to this in, I don't know, some type of dangerous self-defense situation, I would have been kind of screwed. Because like I said, it was locking back each time, and I'd have to hit the slide release or just manually rack it back. It's not that I couldn't overcome, but when it's doing it almost every round, that becomes a issue. So if you do have well, no matter what gun you have, doesn't matter if it's a Beretta, Glock, or whatever, make sure you test and run your stuff, all right? Because this is just one example of, if you don't, it can fail on you when you need it. So I hope this video helps the Beretta owners out there taking a look and further inspecting their stuff. All right, well, I hope you guys be safe out there. Remember, God loves you, love yourself, and love one another.